We're in open session, Your Honor.
The witness now simply map out the other part or the other parts of Huruma that you had in mind, noting that you've already mapped a certain area as part of Huruma. Now show us where the other parts would be on this map.
There is something I wanted to explain before I map the area. As I said earlier, and that is why I had requested this map. I wanted to start now from this area, mapping, so that maybe the court will understand what I really mean.
So you want to still go back to the Google Earth map?
Yeah, this map. I want to start from
Mr. Hooper,
the one
we
I
have
had
to
mapped.
go back to Google Earth.
Well, Your Honour was obviously right. So we go back to tab 16, which we've already seen. Do you need the number again? This is the overview of Eldoret.
Close. A bit closer, so I wanted to explain from here.
Can you do what you want to show? The other parts of Huruma, just the other parts of Huruma?
I want to start from here. So where I had dune, from this part, I'll draw it maybe. You see this part. You see that part I have drawn. Thing?
Oh, right. Okay, we've seen what you've drawn.
This part is in Huruma, and it is called Muyenderi. That is one part. See what I've drawn? This part is this part is called Huruma.
Can you spell Murunderi for us, please?
It's M-W-A-N-D-A-R-I.
Thank you very much.
See, the part I then drawn is called Kingongo. There's two parts here that I've drawn. There's a part called pilot, and Nyadhiru.
Okay, witness, 1 second. I see what you're doing, but what we want, it looks like these parts you've drawn now were included in the first drawing you made. Is that right?
That I've drawn now.
The first drawing council made you,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
The area you marked out covers all of this.
Yeah.
All right. But you had said that that was not all of Huruma. You say there were
No.
other parts that were not shown on that map.
I'm going ahead.
Now, what we want you to do is show us those other parts that you did not indicate before in the first map. Do not repeat what you've done before. Just move on. Council, if he wants to ask you further questions, he will. But just show us now the other parts you had in mind as part of Huruma.
Okay. And just before you go there, you mentioned pilot,
Yep.
and was there somewhere else? Can you spell that last one?
Yeah.
Pilot, we P-I-L-O-T.
Nyathiru.
Thank you very much. So, as His Honour's invited you, now can you tell us about the other parts?
According to my knowledge of Oroma as a whole, it's the way I will draw. Can they drop the map? I want to understand the map and see it a bit clear. It goes further. According to how I understand, it goes further because this is block block 2. It goes further. I think this way. Yeah. This part of Oroma. That is, I understand Oroma to be, according to me.
Thank you very much. And we can see what you've done, and you've extended the area that you showed us before, past the Joyland Academy Primary School and meeting the Uganda Road just above that. So we have all that section. That's very helpful. Thank you. Is that that's the end of it or not?
Hello?
Is there any more Huruma?
No, that's the area they call Oroma, but it's in Kingongo farm is a larger area than this area. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kingonyo Farm that's a Kalenjin name, isn't it? Kingongo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Huruma is that Kikuyu?
Kiswahili.
Kiswahili. And that's the area known as Huruma that you've now drawn. Is that right?
Yes, to the best of my knowledge.
That's very helpful, and thank you very much. And may we have that exhibited, please, so we don't forget, you see. We'll get a number for it.
Any objection?
No objections.
No objections.
the document to be exhibited as next in the Ruto exhibits.
The document number Ken ICC 0001-0007, confidential document, which is an annotated version of document number Ken D09-0023-0028, will bear a number EVD T D09-00070, and it can be called alternatively as the Ruto Defense Exhibit number 70.
Thank you very much. Now, we've got about 10 minutes or so before we break, and I'm going to ask you to go to maps again, and then we'll get all the maps over with. So I want you to go, if you may, please, to our tab 15, and that is D09-0023-0027. And that's a screenshot satellite photograph. You're obviously at home with those, so I'm going to show you this one as well. But if you want a clearer map, we can use the one we showed you earlier. But this is a photograph, essentially, and probably more helpful to you. And it's there. Can you see it?
Yes, that's it.
You'll see there's a big dotted line running around the map. I'm not clear myself what that is. It might be an administrative area, but let's not speculate what it is. It's not a road. It's not a railway or anything like that. So let's just look at the other detail on the map, and we see the Uganda road again,
Yes.
and we can see Wheat Farm at the bottom, Moi University, Raiply. Become familiar with those. And going up, we can see the mosque, the 4-mile line, as it were, and we can see Kalipet's primary school, a place called Kapchumba, a place called Kiptanui, and a place called, at the top there, Kiplombi. Now, what I'd ask you to do is this. There's some small places that I've heard about which aren't on this map, but I'm wondering if you would be in a position to indicate approximately where they are. And the first one is a place called Kambi Mwangi. Kambi Mwangi. Have you heard of that place?
Yes.
Yes, good. Can you put it on the map?
But can we go into private session for a very brief period?
Certainly.